Cost in the long run. Cost in the long run. So for the cost in the long run, we have this in the long run. So because it is in the long run, and perhaps the firms also cannot make a very accurate prediction about what will happen in the future, which is quite a long time from now, like this pandemic, because nobody can predict that there is a pandemic that is happening now. So for firms also, they have the plan, right? The short term and then medium and also the long term plan. However, for the long term plan, then it will be more flexible. Just in case anything happens, then they can adjust and be flexible. Like this pandemic, it will force the firms, the companies to switch to online transaction, which previously they might not put so much attention yet to this online transaction because perhaps their nature of the business is offline. So it requires people to go there to experience and then they will buy, like the shops, the stores in malls. So they will attract people offline. Okay, offline people, the visitors need to go to the mall and then experience the service that they provide to the customer. So that is offline. Okay, because it requires the guest, the customer to go to the mall. Okay, and they can get the service that they want rather than just online, because if it is online, then there is no experience in the service that the customer can get. Okay, however, if it is in the long run, then everything should be more flexible. Okay. For the cost in the long run, okay, the inputs as well, and then the distribution method. Okay, so they can use the factors of production and they allocate the factors of production for the short run and then medium and long run. Now talking about long run, so generally the company, they will think of expanding their business. For example, now they have one store only. And in the long run, let's say 5 years from now, usually they will aim to have a branch. So not only one store, that they are aiming to have 2 stores, 3 stores like that. So it means that the scale is larger than the present time. However, in the long run, the factors of productions are variable. So we can say that we need to be more flexible in the long run. It is variable. Okay. The technological change, like what we are experiencing now, can change the way the entire production process is organized. Like previously, they are more to the workers intensive, but now they are more to the capital intensive, like using machineries, equipment to replace the workers who do the routine works. Okay. And then here, including the nature of the products themselves, they will change. Let's say the functions of the product, they will alter it, okay, to the trend. And here we know that there is the rapid technological progress, and it will shrink the time period between the short run and the long run. So it will also shift the firm's product curve up, okay, and the cost curve down. So hopefully the cost can be lower. Okay, they will allocate. So because they have planned already, they have allocated already. So the cost might be lower. The cost curve down. Okay, they are more efficient. Okay. For the allocation of the resources, they are more efficient. So that is the consequence of the new technology. So in the long run, we can say that it has to be more flexible because we do not know what will happen, like the pandemic that we are experiencing right now. Nobody can predict it. In the past, nobody knows that this condition will happen. and it hit the economy quite severely. In the long run, the company needs to be more flexible in everything, in the resource allocation and then supply, and they need also to pay attention to the trend, the distribution, like from offline to online. Okay, maybe there are some, yeah, especially if it is a service, then they need to do major changes. Like, for example, a barber or people who would like to have their hair cut, they need to go like to the mall, to the salon. But now, those people who will go visit the customer in the customer's house, because people do not go out of their houses anymore. So it is the company that should be flexible and change the way how they will do their business model. We know that in the long run, we have to be ready with the rapid technological progress. Rapid technological progress, and since the pandemic comes, then it accelerated everything. And then here is, okay, they become more efficient. Firms are more efficient because they know already the plan. Okay, they have the plan already. Firms are more efficient because they have already read the planning for short term, long term, especially long term. Then they get the experience from the past already about how to cope with these changes, the trends. So they are more knowledgeable and skillful. Okay. And for example, like electronics, it can be obsolete. Okay, like photographers, they're using the camera, and the camera, I think it is the trend and the functions of the camera, just like a smartphone. Okay, so they will have rapid improvement in the functions, the technology that they are using. So it will get obsolete quite fast for technology. Okay.
Yes, for a camera,
Yes.
like I'm gonna give me 5 minutes, just sorry.
Yes.
For camera, it's more like this. It depends on what shoot that you want to do. For example,
yeah,
if you want a really high definition, good photo shoot, then yes,
yes,
you may need to use a really high quality camera. But then, for example, you want you want just like a nice Polaroid, then yeah, Polaroid will do, right? Even though Polaroid can be old fashioned.
yeah, yes.
But
Yes.
then, for example, if you want maybe like, you want an image like old fashioned image, but like, for example, you're doing fashion shoot, but then you want it in an old way, like an old fashioned way, then you can use your own cameras. So it's like, although maybe like modern cameras can be filtered, but then sometimes like photographers want that old feel, like really like specific photographers, I mean. So they'll ask the models to pose, and then they'll do black and white. I mean, that's also possible. So it's like there's a lot of things now that one can do. So yeah, it's like it depends. For camera, it really depends. For one's usage, definitely, it really depends. If you're a casual, if you're just a beginner, as in like you're a beginner in the photography world, then don't really buy a good camera. Like, you buy a good camera, but don't buy the latest up to date high tech camera, because many books or many videos or tutorials regarding camera will not be published yet, because the camera's just so new that photography tricks aren't present yet in the internet. So it's like you have to use an older version of the camera. But then even the older version is quite good for beginners as well, right? Because at least you have a stepping stone. So yeah, it really depends on one's usage. It really, really depends. Yes, hello. Hello.